They previously offered the Hy2 model, but today launched Hy3, which is a very capable model. They benchmarked it against leading frontier models, including Claude Opus 4.8, GPT 5.5, Qwen 3.1 Max, and DeepSeek version 4 Pro. It basically competes with these top models across different areas. We'll also take a look and confirm that this is completely free for everyone to use. It's open source, all right? And it's free to use on KiloCode. Plus, it's available to use free of charge for a limited period. And with announced research, we can try it here, free, for 2 weeks. And here on Silicon Flow, we're able to use it free of charge for 2 weeks. We can also access Tencent Hy3 for free through OpenRouter. As shown here, this is Tencent Hy3, the Tencent Hy3 result, plus Claude Opus 4.8 and Claude Pebble 5. The result is nearly there, and it's not bad. Here you can see the water, grass, ground, and everything else clearly visible. So this is the final result for comparison. We'll also test Hy3 with our own prompt and review the results ourselves. Other providers also offer it free for a limited time, usually 2 weeks or a month, so you can test this model. This looks like an excellent open source model that we want to try. So let's go ahead and run it through OpenRouter for this test. I'll fetch the OpenRouter API and try it inside Claude Code. Okay, to begin, you have to install Claude Code. Once Claude Code is installed, we'll now get the API key from OpenRouter. So just head over to the profile and we'll obtain our API key. Now simply open the API key section right here, where we'll create our... we'll remove these old keys, so simply go here, Claude Code, OpenRouter. First, you'll need to install Claude Code. These are the commands you can use to install it. You can also use the npm command or native installers for Mac and Windows. Once Claude Code is installed, open project settings here, and we'll use this environment variable to begin setting things up. Let's copy this, then go over here to the C drive, then locate users, your username, and the .claude folder. On Mac or Linux, you need to locate this .claude folder. Once you find it, open settings.json. If the settings.json file doesn't exist here inside the .claude folder, you can create it yourself. Here, we'll paste the environment variable code. So go ahead and paste it. Once this is pasted here, we'll enter our OpenRouter API key. And here, we'll simply add the Anthropic model too. At this point, we'll paste in the model name and begin with Claude Code. So Claude Code will simply point to OpenRouter by default. Then open OpenRouter here and copy this name. Now we'll paste in our API key. Now just return to the API key section and we'll create a fresh one for test 3. Set the expiration to 1 hour, create it, copy the result, paste it here, and then save everything. Right-click, then open this location in a terminal. Afterwards, just enter Claude because Claude is already installed on my system. Look, this specific model is referring to Tencent Hy3 Free. So now, to start, our first step is greeting with hello. Let's look it up and see what response we get, whether our setup was right. Yes, that's correct. Hello. Once it asks how it can help today, I'll test it by entering a prompt. I'll show you the prompt too. Here's the prompt I used. Build a full single-file landing page with HTML and CSS and JavaScript processing. This is simply a landing page with a 3D object included. We'll see the final result. Now, let's duplicate the prompt. After you paste it, hit Enter. Now, let's look at the result from Tencent's Hy3 model. So it is finished. Now we're going to open the file they created, since they made this file. The company name we brought up. Now let's open it in the Chrome browser and look at the result. You can see here, the 3D object appears as... Here we have a simple landing page, specifically the hero page we defined, along with the 3D object it generated for us. You can say, to create Earth, or anything else you want. So you can create with it. So this was just a basic example to show you what this model is like and how well it performs. So today, we focused entirely on creating a video about Tencent's Hy3 model, which they have only recently released. And you can use this model at no cost for 2 weeks. Simply use it through Kilo, Announce Research, Silicon Flow, Open Router, or another provider, and you can access it for free.